Once upon a time, in a place not so far away, there was a young girl who loved nothing more than figuring out how things worked. And when I say things, I mean everything. From the smallest clockwork toy to the largest steam engine, she wanted to know how it all ticked, toiled, and turned. But this wasn't any ordinary girl. Oh no, this was no ordinary girl. This was a super smart and super curious young lady who would go on to be known as the very first computer programmer in the whole wide world. And her story started, just like yours truly, with a big dream and a whole lot of curiosity. Let's jump right in. In a grand old house in London in the year 1815, a little girl named Ada Lovelace was born. Her mother loved mathematics. Her father was a famous poet. But Ada, well, she was a magical mix of logic and imagination. A powerful combo that would change the world. As a kid, Ada dreamed of soaring through the skies. She watched the birds and the clouds and the graceful flight of the newly invented hot air balloon and wished she could fly. And at just 12 years old, she began drawing blueprints for flying machines, filling her notebooks with numbers and wild ideas. Then one day, something amazing happened. Ada met a brilliant scientist named Charles Babbage. He had an idea for a machine that could do calculations faster than any human. A machine that could help scientists and researchers crunch numbers for all sorts of discoveries. It was a huge machine with tons of moving parts, gears, and wheels. And Ada sat there in awe as he showed her how it worked. He called it the analytical engine, but Ada saw something in the machine that no one else did. She saw a future where machines could do more than just calculations. She saw a world of possibilities. With her knowledge of math and her love of all things mechanical, Ada began writing notes about the machine. She wrote about how it worked and all the amazing things it could do. But then something incredible happened. As she wrote those notes, she realized that she could use the machine to do something else. Something truly extraordinary. She could use it to create. See, the analytical engine wasn't just a machine for calculations. It was a tool for creativity. With a little bit of imagination and a lot of hard work, Ada figured out how to make the machine do anything. And she wrote down every step, every single one. She wrote step-by-step instructions for how to punch a series of holes in special cards, which would then control the machine to do all sorts of things. These instructions were the world's first computer program. Yeah, that's right. Ada Lovelace, a young woman in 1800s London, wrote the first computer program ever. No, seriously, ever. It was like magic. Only it wasn't. It was math, gears, and a whole lot of imagination. And when you think about it, that's kind of magical in itself. So what did these programs do exactly? Well, they did all sorts of things. They helped the machine calculate complex math problems, sure, but they also made the machine draw pictures and print patterns. Ada even wrote a program that made the machine compose music. That's right, the very first computer program ever created composed music. How crazy is that? And she didn't stop there. She kept writing program after program, each one more amazing than the last. She imagined a future where machines could talk to us, where they could understand our language and respond in their own unique way. Unfortunately, Ada passed away in 1852 at the young age of 36, but her spark, her passion for understanding how things work, that never faded away. In fact, it's still with us today, inspiring us to push the boundaries of what's possible, to explore the world around us, and to never, ever stop learning. Hey, that's all for now. But before you go, here's your reminder to stay curious. You never know what amazing adventures await you just around the corner. Thanks for joining me on this episode. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe for more. And be sure to tune in next time for more adventures in STEM. Until then, keep exploring, Keep asking questions and keep on thinking. Who knows? You might just be the next Ada Lovelace.